Ladies, gentlemen, meatbags alike, welcome back to Stardew Valley. Nothing on the telly. Time for the crops. Now, last episode, I got my axe back. We were going to be doing some fishing, but those stumps. But I see the forgeable foods have been finished. Good girl. More water. Take that pepper. Throw it in. Take those sweet peas. Throw those in. I know I could have just pressed the sort button, but I don't recall why I didn't. Maybe it just slipped my mind. Probably just that. So I came with the axe and I chop. I was going to be fishing right after I took care of the crops, but uh, undesignated trees need to be removed. This one respawns, but I'll just collect it anyway. Any undesignated trees down here? It doesn't look like it. But it does. Eh, I guess. We'll get the stone wall that's here. Good. Let's get to fishing. Now, I know I could just take the foods I got from those wild plant seeds, but it can never hurt to actually acquire more food. So, while we're fishing, what to talk about? Other games that had fishing that were, you know, that made me feel deterred by fishing? Or fishing and the few fishing things I can probably enjoy? Because I already mentioned Twilight Princess's fishing back several episodes ago. I forgot when, but mentioning that was, kind of a nice fishing game. Or fishing mini game in the in that whole entire game. And fishing had a plot relevance, like twice. Um, oh, another game that kind of deterred me from fishing in games, besides Sonic Adventure, Who here plays MMOs? Who here actually knows about Mabinogi by Nexon? Sure, it gives you the option to be active, but the minigame is, to be blunt, kind of shite. And also, too many fishing, too many semi-AFK fishing events. Which kind of why I don't play Mabinogi anymore for, well, that's one reason why I don't play Mab anymore. Don't worry, the other reasons are not drama related. They're more so, I've exhausted the game to the point of there's nothing else I really want to do in it. But I digress. Mabinogi's fishing is probably one of the biggest reasons why fishing in most games has deterred me from fishing. Yes. Now, I never really played any. Uh, there was a game too. There's a game like what was the Big Bath something? Bass something? I, I forget what it's called. I never played any of those. Like the real focus on fishing emphasis. I never played any of those. So I cannot judge all fishing games. I'm only judging the ones that I have played and also kind of, you know, stuck with me in a less than pleasant light. Not hate, just not pleasant. Let's see, another fishing thing that was in a game that I played before, Starbound. It was meh. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was meh, kind of exploitable in a way. So, eh? Oh, one more thing to mention about fishing before we turn in for the in-game day. A friend wanted me to get into Final Fantasy XIV, and they straight up told me, because they know how much I detest a lot of fishing things. Not all, but a good bit of them. Final Fantasy XIV's fishing is not bad, and it's actually kind of nice in a way. From what they told me, that sometimes you need to use smaller fish that you catch as bait to catch larger fish. I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. In a ecological sense, it kind of makes sense. Whales eat shrimp and prawn, and the prawn shrimp eat the little algae and plankton, right? So it makes sense. I haven't played, really done Final Fantasy 14 in quite some time, so I cannot judge its fishing because don't really recall doing its fishing. Okay, tomorrow in-game fishing. Not fishing. The luau. And the melons are not ready. Right, where was I? Fishing, fishing, fishing. There was something else about fishing that I was going to talk about, right? No? It feels like there was, but I honestly forget. Oh, another game that had fishing that was kind of meh, similar to Starbound. Minecraft fishing. You cast out the rod, you wait for the bobber, and you just pull in. No real fight to it. No real challenge. No real excitement. And I guess that kind of makes sense. Kind of. You got everything else you want to do in Minecraft, and you just can't wait on fishing all day, now can you? Then again, someone do me a solid. If someone ever watches this episode in the future, someone do me the science. Uh, uh, Austin with the science. No, I'm not mocking you, man. It's just what popped into my mind. About the circular rotation, the aquatic ecological system of Minecraft, and, you know, just the premise of fishing. You can come up with your own reason. I'll probably find my answer when you're finding yours, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, there's the answer I'm probably looking for to the question I can't fully formulate in my brain. Because my brain is, shall we say, exhausted. This is the 10th episode in 1 day of recording. And I usually don't do that. I usually do like 4 episodes every several days. But, you know, since Thanksgiving is coming around, family wants me to go to Florida. Fun times. More fishing. Am I going to be fishing in Florida? If somebody may ask. No. They'll probably just want me to chill, be lazy, and really not really do much of anything except go out to dinner a few times because my older sister loves to dine on fine cuisine. Like, she is a she has a refined palate when it comes to food, or she believes to be refined. But then again, taste is very suggestive, just like gameplay and genres of movies and whatnot. But, you know, she does enjoy going out to eat. She's not hefty by any means, no. But, you know, it's nice that she, you know, enjoys food. And I don't know her full in-depth, you know, psychological, you know, side of why she enjoys going out to eat. Or, you know, as much as she enjoys cooking as well. Like, she really enjoys taking care of her plants. She likes cooking, and I can respect those. I just don't know her reasoning as to why, but I fully know my own reasoning as to why I enjoy, you know, cooking and also a little bit of eating. Cooking to me is like a mortician. You're preparing the deceased, you know, pieces and preparing them to be beautiful and excellent for what happens afterwards. And the process of eating is more so taking in the life of, you know, what is passed onto yourself and carrying on their will to live as a part of your own. So maybe my, you know, weird perception on these things are not exactly everybody's. It's probably not hers, but Yeah. But knowing I'm going to be with my grandmother and my aunt as well over in Florida, my aunt's alright. She's a good person. Although she's become a bit, mm, not exactly a pain or any major negatory thing that a lot of people would probably say about their own family members, but something just feels off. I can't place my finger on it. Then my grandmother, on the other hand, she can be sweet, she can be nice, but she can also be a complete monarch. And I'm saying that because honestly, that's what I'm noticing by her behavior. She could be a monarch to everybody else that she wants, but she tries that with me? Ho ho ho! Well, we already crossed that bridge. I reminded her that she is simply an advisor. She is no monarch. Drink the cola, plastic and chemicals in my blood. No nutrition whatsoever, regardless of what the label says. And 3 different flavors of classic diet and children's tears. Also, me just talking about JoJo Cola like if it's some sort of horrible corporation soft drink. Well, I can't really think of any particular refreshment beverage company that I would sponsor for any future videos. So, if you want me to sponsor something, let me know your product first. Let me experience your product. Actually, that could be said about any other, person wanting me to do a few sponsorship in the future. I'm guessing actually in the far distant future, knowing that I don't have that many subscribers and people who would probably listen to me talk and play games. But that'll probably change in the future. But disregarding that little bit, whatever happens in the future for sponsorships, you let me try out the product first. And if I enjoy it, I'll consider it. If I don't, I'll tell you straight up that this is a non-sponsorship moment. Because how can I honestly give people honest reviews and, tell people, about insert product here, get it now, no harmful side effects whatsoever, etc., etc., if I don't try it out for myself? Simple as that. And also, when it comes to sponsorship on certain video games, let me try out the game first. I'll give you the same answer. If I like it, I'll do a video for it. If I don't, I'll just quietly tell you, no. I'll tell you directly, no. Now, if it's a really bad product, really bad, like harmful to my health, and harmful to my physical and psychological health, more so than I am deteriorating right now as we continue on with our lives, oh boy, there's gonna be some hell. Now, this is what I'm about to say right now before we end the episode. What I'm about to say is not a sponsorship, but something that I rather do enjoy personally as a nice little recreational thing. Now, thankfully, I'm not making upload. Oh wait, cutscene, cutscene. I gotta read this first. Sorry, put what I said earlier on hold. Uni, come stand next to the fire pit. It feels great. I was hoping you'd come by sometime. I wanted to say sorry for mistrusting you at first. I get you, Linus. Alright? You live out here, basically homeless, but then again, the whole world is your home. Not many people would take kindly to that, especially when it comes to people constantly expanding and encroaching on into, nature. So, it's okay, Linus. I forgive. Most people don't treat me well, so I've learned to be cautious. And it's good to be cautious. It's good. But, you know, it's good. You're good. But you've been uncommonly nice to me. You're a unique person. Yeah, I guess I am. But who isn't? Maybe in just a different matter of perception, we can all be, you know, just as nice. Understanding people's circumstances, like trying to understand people's circumstances, not even fully comprehending them, but taking the time to actually have a little bit of kindness, listening and talking. You know, we gotta build a bridge somehow. And I consider you a good friend. Thank you, Linus. I know he's just an NPC, not a real person, but it's still nice. Hey, I want to show you something. Come inside. Ah, there we go. See this? This, it's a special kind of fish bait that I make. Viewer, don't get the wrong idea from earlier. Degenerate. but I forgave you. I forgive you, viewer. It's top quality stuff. I eat it myself. Hey, perfectly fine if you do. We all gotta eat. Here, I want you to have the recipe. A new recipe. Learn how to craft wild bait. Alright, right, so what was I talking about with sponsors and whatnot? Oh yeah. A leisure I think I would, love to get more often. Like, this is a little habit of mine. Or, no, it's not really a habit. Is it a habit when you call it a recreational thing to take the edge off? To, what the grindstone of your brain? Uh, I'm just pausing right here so I can finish my thought. Anyhow, usually for me, every Wednesday, I usually give myself a mixture of drinks, one alcoholic and one energy drink. But that's not how it was always, you know. That's not how it always is for me. I used to have this really great mixture. It was peach and apple and Disaronno amaretto in a stainless steel flask, shaken, chill, then poured over ice with a small salt trim. That was the shit. Alright, time to cut the episode soon. So let's get the saving and finish up this episode. Also, what I just said, not sponsored. It's just a little pleasure of mine. A little mixology. Anywho, ladies, gentlemen, meatbags alike, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. And if you do, I'd be appreciated. Do a little like, maybe a comment, and if you wish, subscribe. Until next time, have yourselves a nice day. Until next time, take care.